What is up, my broskies? And I have a pretty good gameplay for y'all today. It's nothing amazing, but I am not going to ruin it because some people get actually really angry when I ruin it. I'm not quite sure, but I'll go ahead and just let you find out how I do. It's not like a super amazing gameplay just because this team was not that good, and you'll even see me do a few stupid things like walking up to the bomb and getting headshots when they're planning and stuff. I only do that once, but the point is that these guys were not the best, so I was doing like a little bit of stupid stuff just because I was bored as hell. That's not really what I want to talk about. For me, it's been finals week all week. It's just something you do after every semester, which I know some people have like quarters or something like that, but we have semesters, which is like you have a grading period up till Christmas time, which is half the year, and then you have another semester up until you get out of school for the summer, which is in like June. And pretty much you take a final exam before you go like for your break, before we go for summer break and Christmas break, which just kind of like, it's like 1/7 of your total grade for that class. And so it's kind of a big deal, especially if you're trying to pass or if you're going for like an A or something. And for me, I was going for an A, and I think I got an A in like 4 out of my 7 classes, which is not, you know, terrible obviously, but I was shooting for all A's. But those finals, they're tough. They're tough. But I want to talk about some of the freaking annoying parts of taking finals. And one of the main things that bothers me the most in finals is the little Scantron things, okay? Like, I don't know if y'all guys use Scantrons. I know in some of my classes we use like this computer system, but in most of my classes we do the old-fashioned Scantron. Pretty much, if you don't use Scantrons, you know what they are. It's just like a skinny sheet of paper with a bunch of tiny little squares that you have to fill out in your answers. And our teachers don't let us write on our tests because we're in like a ghetto school district and they can't afford to print tests for every student to write on. So we're not allowed to write on the test. The only thing we can write on is the Scantron. And they run the Scantron through like a grading machine and it spits out the grade instead of them having to hand grade them. So not only are our teachers too lazy to print out multiple tests for everyone, but they're also too lazy to grade these papers. So they just use Scantrons, which I'm not going to lie, I wouldn't want to grade them either. But it is kind of annoying to sit there and tediously fill out this tiny sheet of paper. And if you use Scantrons or know what I'm talking about, please tell me, because it gets so annoying after a while. But another thing that annoys me when I'm taking tests, or especially in finals, is those kids that always want to go like, obviously you don't need to do that. And sometimes, you know, it's funny when kids are doing it, you know, because they're trying to be funny, like it's a joke or something, just get like the whole class doing it. But when kids are doing it just like out of the blue in a final, especially on a final I'm trying to do good on, it is so aggravating. And no one can tell them to shut up because it's like someone sneezing. You can't really say stop doing it because, I mean, you just can't. But in the same regard, you're like, oh my god, is that really necessary? And some people do that so loud, and it's just like, shut the hell up. But obviously you can't. So it's kind of pointless to even complain about it. But yeah, but our teachers, it's just like, I swear to gosh, you know, like all of our classrooms are pretty much set up in the same way. Like our teacher's desk is in the back of the room, and all of our desks are facing forward and stuff, so like the teachers can see if we're texting or anything like that. And all I hear throughout the whole test is, I don't know if you can hear this, but I don't know if you could hear that, but that's pretty much, they type as loud as they can, and you're probably just like, shut the hell up, we don't care how much you're gonna complain right now. And I swear to God, I'm not trying to complain. It's just, I don't know, it's just like, it's kind of hard not to laugh when you're taking the actual test because you just realize that how like just ironic everything that happens. But without all the funny stuff, finals are really, really frustrating. It's because, you know, like, you know you need to do good on it and you know that you can do good on it. It's just sometimes like in a 100 question test, there's bound to be at least 5 or 10 that you just are not quite positively sure on. And I don't know, it's just like a weird feeling. It's like, you know you're supposed to be doing a lot better than you're actually doing. And it kind of messes with your head a little bit. I know I've never gotten like upset over finals, but when you're trying to get a certain grade, which like the day before we take finals and stuff, our teacher like tells us what grade we need to get to like pass, or what grade we need to get A, you know, what grade we need to make on this final, because I don't know if I've already said this, but the final in our school is 1/7 of our total grade for the year. So it does carry a big load. You know, if you're trying to get a certain grade, you need to do good on these tests. And obviously there's a bunch of stuff that can be distracting and definitely annoying in the testing room. There's nothing really to do about it though. But if you have any funny stories for finals, or if you want to share anything about finals, I'd really love to hear it. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you listening to me for another 5 minutes, and I'd appreciate it if you gave me a like, but as always, you don't have to. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.